Good evening. Today is Sunday. It is 9:19 p.m. Eastern Time. Today I am recording my 11th episode of my podcast, Rapscast. I am very happy that I am back to my podcast. If you were not aware, I was dealing with some health issues and some challenges. I have restored my health and my stamina, and I'm back to normal, back on the grind. It was a rough situation with the influenza. It took my body about a month to get back to full health and stamina, but I'm back. That is the great news. How about the Detroit Pistons at the All-Star break? The 40-13, the number one in the East. I think the Pistons got a chance to win the NBA championship this year. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren at the All-Star game. They represented the Pistons great. Very optimistic about the Pistons. The Jaden Ivey trade. Jaden Ivey did not live up to his potential in Detroit. We're trying to win a title this year. I think we make the right decision moving on from Jaden Ivey. Look, I love Jaden Ivey as a person. When he was first drafted by the Pistons, I was really high on him. I bought one of his jerseys. It just didn't work out in Detroit. I wish him well in Chicago. I think Jaden Ivey, for his contributions as a Piston, he just didn't live up to his potential. We just had to move on. I'm excited for the Dodgers baseball season coming up in the spring. The Dodgers, they're going to win 3 World Series in a row. Very big on them. I love the Dodgers. I love the city of Los Angeles. It's a great city. Go Dodgers. I got my hat on. I'm repping my support. I also want to give a special shout out to my boxing trainer, Kaden Youssef at Revolution Boxing and Training. I've been going every weekend, getting in my boxing workouts. Kaden's been pushing me hard. He's been teaching me good footwork, good fundamentals, a combination of speed and power. I appreciate you, Kaden. You've been doing a great job as a trainer, and if anyone is looking to learn boxing from a highly educated professional, reach out to Kaden Youssef. He's great. He knows what he's doing. He's very friendly. His prices are very reasonable and affordable. You won't be disappointed with the results. I did state in one of my videos that with my health scare, I did put on 17 pounds. I did weigh myself, and I've lost 10 out of those 17 pounds. So I just got to lose 7 more pounds to get back to where I was before the health scare. So I'm back on the health grind, getting in the exercise, dropping some weight. I'm not satisfied. I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm headed in the right direction again. And it's about becoming 1% better each and every day. It's unfortunate that I had a really bad setback, but it's part of the process. You got to get back up. You got to keep moving forward. You got to stick with it. You can't give up when you face challenges and adversities. I know it's hard. When I was going through that month health scare with the influenza, it was really hard. It was really tough. I kind of lost hope, but I got through it. I'm back on the grind, back to the positive growth mindset, and we're improving and growing again, and that is what matters. Next, I'm going to talk about some of my stock picks that I think have really big potential. I got 2 in biotech stocks. Definium, they were Cutix Inc. and Atai Beckley. These stocks, I think they have big potential for growth. You should definitely do your research on them. I think they can make you a lot of money. Big bets on the growth market. Very high potential for a lot of return. Another stock, this one is in the AI tech, NVDA. I'm really big on it. It had a really big 2025. I don't think the returns are going to be as good as it was in 2025, but I still think there's a lot of upside growth in NVIDIA, NVDA. Definitely a stock I would recommend investing in. As always, do your research. I want you to come to your own conclusion, but I am very big on this stock. Another stock that I'm very big on, Oklo. I'm also very big on CrowdStrike, Meta, and Verizon. Meta, that is Facebook, that's Instagram, social media, part of Silicon Valley, the technology, very big on that. Verizon, that's a phone service. I personally have my phone with Verizon. I'm a big believer in Verizon. I've had great service with them. I've never had any issues. It's a stock I would recommend investing in. And then I also do have two other AI stocks that I'm very big on. The first one, Zeta. There's a lot of upside in this stock. I would highly recommend investing in it. As I said, AI is like the third industrial revolution. Now is the time to invest in AI startups. It's in its infancy. There's a lot of growth. It's like the internet age in the late 1990s when the internet was first created. I would highly recommend investing in great AI startups. It's going to make a lot of millionaires, and it's going to make a lot of billionaires as well. The second AI stock that I would recommend, it's called Ouster. I've done my research and calculations on the stock. I am very big on this one. This is one of my favorite hot picks. I see a 30% upside based on the valuation. If I could give you some advice, I would highly recommend investing in Ouster. It's a great AI startup stock. I think you're going to make a lot of money. It's just a great money move, and you're going to see the return. Also, some other stocks, consumer brand winners, Shark Ninja. If you've ever heard of the Shark vacuum and all of the Shark products on the TV commercials, I am very big on this stock. It's a solid, safe pick. I see upside in it, so it's not going to go down. You're going to get a rate of return, and it's great quality products. And most people, they need vacuums, they need products like that. Highly recommend Shark Ninja stock. Home run pick. And then my second consumer brand pick is Vital Farms. It's a great pick. I highly recommend you do research in it. You will not be disappointed. I think the return is going to be very good. It's a stock I've done a lot of research on, and I'm very high on it. The next thing I want to talk about today is the growth mindset is the key to success in life. You cannot have a fixed mindset. You have to become 1% better each and every day. It is the crucial to being successful in life. If you have a fixed mindset in life, saying that you can't do this or you can't do that, you're not going to see the results. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see the vision through. I get it. Life sucks. I've been through challenges recently, and I lost hope during those challenges, but guess what? The hope is restored. I'm motivated. I'm energized. And you have to have a circle that pushes and encourages you to be successful and provides you with constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, it sucks sometimes, but you gotta hear what you need to hear, and it forces you to become a better person and a better individual. I don't want a bunch of yes men in my life. I want people that inspire me and have done what I want to do. And my vision is to build a real estate empire and have a philanthropic foundation to serve and protect the community. I want my resources, my financial resources, to be able to take care of myself, my family, and friends, and the community. And I want people to say that Rob Krett, through his financial resources, made a difference and helped people become the best version of themselves. And I also want to talk about something. I know I stated earlier that I was working on starting a leadership development firm. I am actively working on the plans of starting up that firm. But what I do need is I am looking for investors to bring capital to help make this dream become a reality. I want to do this to make a difference and help people become the best version of themselves. I have had numerous people that I've worked with, been friends with, met on the streets, say that I'm one of the most positive, energetic persons they have ever met, and that I inspire them to achieve great performance and help them reach that next level in their life. I don't do this for attention or fame. I just love helping people. I have a service-oriented growth mindset, and I just want to make a difference. I want to see people reach and fulfill their potential in life. I want to see that person that dealt with some adversity, and I just want them to reach their full potential and achieve their dreams. There's nothing better in life than seeing someone win, grow, and develop because of your impact and legacy. One of the mentors that I look up to, his name is Coach Michael Burt. I met with him and spoke with him at the Rob Luna Bulletproof 5-3 conference last September in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's one of the biggest influences and inspirations that I look up to in my life. Also, one of my big inspirations plus mentors in my life, Rob Luna. He's a great financial wealth management advisor. He gives great stock tips and tips on how to improve your money and to become an entrepreneur and to just level up and scale your life. You cannot just be okay with where you're at. You have to strive for the moon. You have to strive for the stars. Just being complacent and saying, I got this, that's okay. No. You got to have that never relax mentality. You got to get better. You got to keep growing. You got to keep developing. You got to keep winning. And you have to see the results. The results is the key. Talk is cheap. Action and results is what matters. The best advice I want to give all my fans and supporters and anyone that watches this podcast episode is Focus on becoming the best at the skill that you want to do. Focus your attention on it. And then once you become really, really good at what you want to do, then start branching off on the other things that you want to do. And that's how you will see the results. Think about it this way. Life is like building a puzzle. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to build piece by piece, brick by brick, move by move. You just got to be strategic. You got to be calculated. You got to be focused. You got to come up with the right plan. But don't have analysis paralysis. You're going to have to fail your way forward to success. You're going to make mistakes along the way. Don't be focused on perfection. Be focused on progress. You're going to make a mistake, but learn from it, grow from it, take home the valuable lesson. That is my best piece of advice. And to be totally honest, there's been times when I've been too focused on perfection and I don't get started with things, and that's a big weakness. And lately, I've been having some of my friends and mentors, they've been on me saying, Rob, take action. Don't worry about perfection. Fail your way forward to success. That is my message that I want to hammer home tonight. Fail your way forward to success. Don't be focused on perfection. Focus on progress. And then I also want to just add this in really quick. If there's any feedback that you want to provide me on this podcast episode or any podcast episode I've done in the past, please reach out to me. Leave a comment down below. And I want to hear your feedback. It helps me to learn. It helps me to grow. It helps me to develop. It helps me to become a better content creator. And it's just great to hear your perspective. I may not agree with it, but I appreciate your feedback. And it just helps me to grow and develop and become a better person. And then another thing I wanted to talk about tonight is I was thinking about doing one podcast episode a month where I don't do a pre-recorded episode and I just do the episode on YouTube Live. I just wanted to hear the feedback from my fans and supporters and any individual that watches my podcast episode. Is that something you guys would be in favor of, or do you favor the current style where I have it pre-recorded and I have my topics already situated and prepared? I would love to hear your feedback. It was just an idea that one of my supporters suggested I talk about on the podcast tonight, and I would just love to hear your feedback. And then another thing I wanted to bring up tonight, one of my supporters, I'm not sure if any of you are aware, I'm a big fan of cigars. I love smoking good cigars, and one of my supporters suggested that I start doing cigar reviews where I review different cigars that I smoke. I'm very passionate about cigars. After a long days of work, it just helps me to relax. It helps me to clear my mind. It helps me to focus. I would love to hear your feedback on that. And then another thing I wanted to add in tonight, just believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, your vision is not going to happen. Your brain is like a magnet. You attract what you bring in. If you bring in negativity, you're going to attract negativity. It's called the law of attraction. If you bring in positivity, you're going to bring in positivity. Positive people like positive people. Negative people like negative people. Avoid the negativity, avoid the drama. Instead, attract positive, growth-minded, service-oriented people that are focused on a vision and a purpose of greatness and being a transformative, synergist leader that brings people together to achieve great and extraordinary results. That is my message for today. This was my 11th podcast for Rob's Cast. I truly enjoyed having this authentic, real conversation tonight. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday night. I would love to hear your feedback, whether positive, negative, neutral. It helps me to learn. It helps me to grow. It helps me to develop. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday night. God bless. Be safe. I believe in you. I want to see you win. I want to see you grow. I want to see you develop. Have a great night. Be safe.